Okay, I think 7 is far enough. Yeah. Today I will just go through everything from right from the beginning up to the ratio analysis, like journal ledgers, trial balance, P&L balance sheet, and the depreciation and then ratio analysis. Okay, if anyone had or have any doubts, you can ask me. If you have any doubts right now, just list it down. I will give some time to that things. No, while taking that, if you felt anything that like I don't know, I can't understand means I can give some examples. Okay, it's just a recap or revision. What are the things? Okay. Okay, I think we can start once again. If you have any doubts, please post in the chat. If you have any doubt, please post in the chat. Anything? If you have any doubt, please post in the chat. I will just continue in within 1 or 2 minutes. Got only one reply. PK, what's the profit and loss or trying to PL? PK means? I don't know what is mean by PK. Somebody said something like PK. Revise it on sit, bro. Okay, I think I want to add that out. Yeah, as I said, the account is the language for the business. To understand the business, you need to have the general knowledge of the accounts. So we are doing this for the 12 months period. Okay, we are doing this for the 12 months period. And the 12 months period is known as like financial year or accounting year. It may be from April 1st to 31st March. Or sometimes it may be from January 1st to 31st December. Okay, depending upon the question, you can choose. If they gave the sum like do the sum for the as on 31st December, then it's the financial year for that sum is right from 1st January to 31st December. Okay, so right now, practically speaking, the accounting year and the calendar year are not the same. But very soon they are planned to make the calendar year and the accounting year to be the same. So that's the thing. Many of the sums are right now we are doing are on the basis of the concept of like the calendar year. Okay, and one more thing, for whom we are going to make the accounts. One, sole proprietor, single owners, HUF, a group of family persons who makes that the like whom like everyone, every family members will be the part of the partners of the business. For example, Vikram's movie like the Arul, a Tamil movie, they will be like the goldsmiths. The complete family will be doing the gold chains, everything. So it's a best example for HUF. Yeah, it's a different status as per its income tax. And companies which are incorporated in India are called domestic, which are having the ownership like kind of like foreign companies. And one more thing, if you are incorporated a company for the charitable purpose, then it will come under Section 8 companies. And then one more thing is like a limited liability partnership. It's also a partnership, but the liability is limited. And one more thing, partnership firm where the liability is unlimited. Okay, and then like trusts and societies also existing in our world. Like for every entity we need to account, so that we can able to assess the performance and we can able to show the like what's your income and what's your revenue and what's your expense to the government, like like filing a income tax return. Okay, So it may be like association of person or body of individuals, maybe incorporated or not. Like it may be registered as per law or else not. Like we think we like right now we got like 7 members, 8 members. So we agreed to make it trust, but we haven't registered anything like trust. We are using our own funds to make charitable activities. Yeah, we are a trust, but we haven't incorporated. That means we are not yet registered as per the act, any act. Okay. If you are like if you incorporated as a company, then it is Section 8 companies, or else you can call it as trust and societies. Yeah, there is one thing called number of persons. That's the reason for societies and trust. Even we have a bank, like a cooperative bank, like they are comes under like the category of AOP, BOI. Okay, and local authorities like governments, municipal authorities. And last one is every artificial judicial person. For example, Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam. It will comes like as an artificial judicial person. Like it is incorporated by the law. So like it have the ownership, like like practically speaking, there is no human in that are like that. It will be like that. So those comes under the category of like every artificial judicial persons. Once again, there is some issue with this PDF. I mean PPT. Once again, I need to change it. I think I took it from the drive. Once again. In the screen is sharing. Okay, that's about the persons who are we accounting to. And then 4 important words first, which I used to explain everything is like asset, liabilities, income, and expenses. So asset is a tangible object or intangible rights owned by an enterprises and carrying a probable future benefits, which is nothing but a tangible that you can able to see in your bare eyes. Or it may be intangible asset which you can't able to see in your bare eyes. For example, intangible assets have like goodwill, patent, copyright, trademarks. So those are things which comes under the intangible assets. That means intangible rights as per the definition, but it comes under the classification of intangible assets. As the same for tangible objects means land, building, TV, fridge, washing machine, car, anything will be like tangible objects. Okay, it's owned by an enterprises. They owning it. Okay, and carrying a probable future benefit. Yeah, if I'm owning a land, I can construct a factory so that I can able to run my business. So I can able to earn a probable like a future benefit. I can have like I can able to lease the land. I can earn this some sort of revenue, or even I can give it for petrol bunk. They will pay me the what's that like the rent. They will pay me the rent. So those are the things comes under like the carrying probable future benefits. சிம்பிளா சொல்ல போனோம்னா ஒரு இடம் ஏதாவது ஒரு பொருள் இந்த மாதிரி கண்ணுக்கு தெரிகிற மாதிரி இருக்கிறது. மேபி ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் லேப்டாப், யூ கேன் யூஸ் த லேப்டாப் டு ரன் யுவர் பிசினஸ். யா, யூ கேன் டூ எவ்ரிதிங் லைக் every activities right now. We are many of the things in the current life scenario in the world, we are using the laptop, even desktops, mobile phones. So they have their own purposes. So as the same, they are comes under the classification of asset. Does anyone have any doubts regarding the asset? Can I move on? Okay, I think I will move on. I won't ask much. Okay, if you have, just text it. I will come back. Okay, liability is nothing but a financial obligation of an enterprises other than the owner fund. That means you are liable. Yeah, you may take like you purchased some goods on credit. You haven't paid the money. So it will be like in liability. Or you may like purchased something. Yes, like not only the goods, maybe something like car you have purchased a fixed asset in loan from the bank. Those are the financial obligation. It's your obligation you need to pay. So those are comes under the liability. And one more thing, other than owner's fund. Yeah, why there is something called owner's fund? Yeah, there is something called entity concept. That's the reason why we are having owners fund as separate. As per the entity concept, the business enterprises is a separate entity apart from its owner. That means if I am Hari, the owner of the Hari Private Limited or Hari proprietorship, the proprietorship is a different person, distinct person, and Hari is different person, two different persons. So that's the reason. The like for the example, like it will help us to like assess the business performance more appropriately. And double entry system of bookkeeping. We are following double entry system of bookkeeping so that we need so that the practice came like the business and the owners are different, so that our books of accounts won't affect. For example, if a business transaction are recorded in the business books, imagine I am doing my personal expenses. It's not related to the business. I am purchasing groceries. Example per month to 1 lakh. Don't imagine how are you like the joint family or not. Just for an example. Just imagine I'm dumping 12 lakh rupees of my personal expense into the business books. Then it shows, oh, it won't have the appropriate picture of my business performance, so that I can't able to do such a thing. So that's the reason the business transactions and owner transactions are recorded in two different books. For that, we are making like there are two different distinct persons. That's the reason. So that we can so that our books of accounts won't be influenced by the personal affairs of the owner. So it always apply for the sole proprietor or partnership concern, cooperative entities, whatever the case may be. It will be shown separately. It won't include it in the company's books of accounts. We won't include it in our books of accounts. If they're done, they will be shown as like drawings in the books of accounts. Okay, does anyone have any doubts regarding the entity concept? Adadu owner organization two different persons. That's actually the meaning. Can I move on? That's it. I will take it as. That's the reason we have like separately other than owners fund. The owner fund is the liability of the organization. The organization need to pay the owner the amount invested by him into the business. And income, or else you can call as revenue. Revenue is a gross inflow of cash. If I sold a product, I received cash. It's your revenue sales. I sold a product on credit. It is receivable. Or other consideration. I sold a product in exchange of some other thing. For example, barter system. Okay, if I done something like that, then it will come under other consideration arising in our course of ordinary activity, not an extraordinary exceptional item. It's an ordinary activity of the enterprises. That means what your actual main course of business mean selling of goods. I'm a car dealer. It's what's your business? Selling a car. So it's arising from your business. That's the ring called as like activity and like the ordinary activity of an enterprises, or from rendering service. Yeah, it's not only includes the goods, it also includes the service, and from the use by others of entity resources. For example, I am a good writer. Example for the royalty. Interest means if you are invested in shares or like debentures, you will get interest. If you're interested in shares, you will get dividends. As the same, if you have made an investment in the bank of fixed deposit, so it's a bank for like making like fixed deposit, then it will come under classification of interest. Royalty. Right now, I wrote a book. Just right now, like I'm teaching the accounts. Just imagine I'm a professor. Yeah, maybe, may not be. Okay, I'm good at the accounting. Okay, well, right now I took the liberty and wrote a book. And right now, a Sangeeta publisher came and asked me, said, just give me the book. I will publish for you. I will do everything. I will print. I will make a like advertisement. I will do everything, and I will sell the product. So right now, I'm giving the book to her. So it's my royalty. It's she is not buying my own book. She is buying the right to sell the book. So right now, I'm just sharing my knowledge. It may be anything. Maybe like movies. I have a story, so I don't think so I can able to do it. So I saw I sold the product, like I saw right now like Murugadas. Yeah, I sold that. I just sir, you can do the movie. You can direct the movie, but story belongs to me. Like that. So first example will be opted, like the selling the books. Okay, that comes as the royalty. Dividend is nothing but when you invested in shares, the company will pay you. So it's also known as the revenue of the organization. Okay, does anyone have any doubts? Okay, I will go. So revenue is measured by charges made to the customer or client. Yeah, if I'm selling a product and making that product price is 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 300, then it is also a revenue. Like you are measuring a product by using the revenue. Yeah, it includes a profit element while selling. So that's also comes under the category of revenue. Or by the charges and rewards arising from the use of resources. I'm using someone's resources. I'm charging, for example, like I have like rights. Yeah, you can sell only 10 books. Yeah, not more than that. I'm charging for per book 100 rupees. For 10 books, you need to pay 1,000 rupees. Or else like rewards. Something like which arises from using others' resource, use of resources by them. From the use of resources by them. Okay. Okay, in agency relationship. Yeah, it's regarding a Swiggy, Zomato, and Ola, Uber. They don't have any cars or they don't have any hotels in their name. Yeah, they may very soon open or may not, I don't know. But they are called as agency. The revenue is amount of commission, not the gross inflow of cash. Okay, or receivables or other consideration as the same. It may be gross inflow of cash or receivables or other consideration. What is meant by like commission? Why for the commission? Why not the entire amount I haven't taken as the gross inflow of revenue? For example, I am booking a cab. I paid 500 rupees in the app itself. Okay, right now I'm booking a ticket for a movie. So I paid an amount of 500 rupees. Assume it, don't ask which movie you went on occasion of Pongal. And right now, the Book My Show app may charge me 100 rupees. Don't ask, bro, they are charging only 30 rupees. Yeah, I know. For example, I'm giving like about 500 rupees is the ticket cost. It's not ticket cost is 500. While booking in the app, they are charging me 500. I have paid 500 to their bank account, not to the theater. So right now the person is known as agent. He is agent booking the the ticket to me. So right now I paid 500 rupees. 100 rupees is the commission to him. Balance 400 is the ticket charges. So he will make the 400 payment to the theater owner. So right now he have the gross inflow of 500 rupees. Yeah, he have the gross inflow of 500 rupees, but only 100 belongs to him because he charging the platform fee, everything, there is a software running, everything for him. For per ticket, he is charging 100 rupees. It's kind of like a royalty, but it's an agency relationship. Okay, for agency, the commission 100 rupees is the income, not the 500, because the 400 he need to pay to the theater owner. Okay, does anyone have any doubts up to now? Can you move on? Okay, and then the income can be classified into two parts. The one is like direct income, the other one is indirect income. Direct income, the sales which you make. Okay, right now I booked a ticket, I don't need, I cancelled, so sales return. Okay, so it's became direct income. Maybe I sold 10 cars, someone said I don't need that car, it's fault something, so sales return. And then indirect income, the income which you earned not from the business activity by some other activities, maybe like discount received from the supplier by for purchasing the product. I mean, I purchased the raw material, so he provided the discount, and I made like help him to I referred for 200% in my organization. I have 200% employees. Go purchase so and so things from so and so organization. Everyone went and said, Hari sent me, so that they purchased those things. Right now, after saying that, he gave a commission to me, so that I can. It will be like an income, but it's not my main source of income. So it will become as a commission. Yeah, it may be anything, man. Don't ask why you are saying only those stuffs. Anything, commission. Those are called as other income classifications. And one more thing is called non-trading income. One second, I will take this. Non-trading income. Okay, non-trading income. What are those things are known as non-trading income? One second. Bank interest. I'm maintaining a saving bank and earned in bank interest of 5,000 rupees. Yeah, it's not my trading activity. It's an other income, bank interest. I made a fixed deposit in the bank. I earned the interest, so it is a bank interest. I have a property, but it's not my business. If it's your main source of income, it's your business, then it will become sales. No, I have a warehouse which I need to be used. If I kept vacant, it will it become waste. So that I thought it's best to have used by someone else, maybe, or may I have multiple storage house, or I am having a cold storage facility. I have a space left of a box, so I gave it someone to use it as for rent. And then I invested in a shares. Yeah, I'm a company. I may invest in some other company also. So I earned a dividend. And abnormal activities which won't occur recurringly, may sometimes it occurs rare. So those things are called profit on sale of machinery and profit on sale of investment. Yeah, machinery is my fixed asset. Okay, I'm using in my business to run every operations, so that I sold the machinery. So those comes under the classification of the abnormal gains. And I sold the investment. I am holding for some other thing, but I purchased for 1,10,000. I sold for 1,20,000. Yeah, and 10,000 profit. So those things comes on profit on sale of investment. Does anyone have any doubts up to now? Yeah, I haven't give this classification regarding these to the incomes and assets and liabilities. I will give it. Please let me know. Does anyone have any doubts so that I can move on or not? Well, half an hour, I think so. I'm giving you time. Please type if you have any doubt, or else you can say go on, go ahead, whatever the things you think fit. I'm looking for a PDF, the one which explains the okay, I think the session is useful. That's the thing. I'm taking everything. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. Please don't hesitate. It will help others also. Okay. Okay, right now I found that thing. Well, I will explain that thing once again. I mean, I found the, where was it? Okay. Yeah, you can turn off your the camera also. Suchitra Venkatesh. Okay, he not to on the it's in recording. That's the thing I'm saying, because everyone will see. I don't want nothing to happen.
Mistakenly enabled my.
Okay, no problem. I know, but this time I'm saying you what happened. Okay, right now the asset classification. I haven't given the asset classification. Yeah, it can be like two types. One of the thing is the non-current assets and the current assets. The asset can classified in two types. One is non-current and current. Yeah, one more classification is also there. I will show you. Okay, right now just go this flow. After explaining liability, I will show you the actual one more thing, classification of assets I have in my notes. Maybe in next session, once again, within 10 minutes. Property, plant, and equipment. Those have the land, building, car, equipments, whatever thing which is tangible will comes under the classification plant, property, and equipment as per the classification of the companies. Okay, if you are looking the company's balance sheet, it will look like the asset classification like this. Okay, next, intangible assets, goodwill, patents, copyright, trademarks, everything will comes under the intangible assets category. If you are having if you are having a plant, property, equipment, and it's in progress in constructing a building right now, as on the date, financial date 31st March or 31st December, it's under construction. It haven't completed it. So I can say building in progress, work in progress, so that they are using capital work in progress. Okay, and then intangible assets under development. If you are making any software or patent, trademarks, it's under development. It will comes under the classification of intangible assets under development. Okay, and then non-current investments. If you have any investment holding for the long time, more than 12 months, more than a accounting year. In simple words, you can say more than a accounting year. But much of the case, they will be saying like a more than a single operating cycle of the business. That's the appropriate thing which used to classify the non-current and current. But the 12 months, less than 12 months, more than 12 months is generally used for small size firms. Only the high-end multinational companies like companies will using the concept like the something like companies maybe like you can and defer tax asset. It's something that comes under non-current asset. It's not in our syllabus, so I don't want to make you to think of it. It's difference between the tax you paid and calculated as per the Companies Act. Okay, I haven't said anything about that. It's a difference between the income tax and the Companies Act. Okay, and long-term loans and advances, which is different from like the loan and advances are two different loan. If you are giving as loan, you will get back the money. You are giving advance to the someone. For supplier, I gave a 1 lakh rupees in advance. Right now, up to the product delivery, he is liable to he is liable to repay the money, or he is liable to give me a product. Until that point, he is my asset. I gave an advance. Okay, advance booking. Okay, so that's the things can be called as advance. Loan means you gave us money and you may get it, like you will get it, or you may, I don't know, sometimes it may happen, sometimes may not happen. And other assets, if they satisfy the definition, it will comes under the non-current. The explanation is long term, more than a year, can't convert it to cash easily, not impossible. It's not converted to cash easily, required for long-term needs of the business. Yeah, it's subject to revaluation, depreciation, and amortization. That's the thing which I haven't said. Revaluation, you are reevaluating the value of the product. For example, if I am holding a gold of 1 lakh rupees in my business for 10 years, if I reevaluate the product right now, I will say like it's 10 lakh, but 9 lakh is unrealized gain. So I won't make it, but it's just for your example I'm giving. Yeah, you can show the value and you can say I am so and so things. Yeah, but what you paid is the actual cost. And if it is current asset, it is short term, less than a year, generally convertible to cash. It used to run your day-to-day business operations, and it will be valued at the market price, most probably. Yeah, fictitious assets. There are few things, something called fictitious assets are there. Actually, looking on the balance sheet, you won't see those things. Well, I need to complete current assets once again. I will go further. Okay, current investment. If you are holding less than 12 months, it will become current. More than 12 months or long-term period, non-current. Both are investment. If the holding and the purpose will determine whether it is non-current or current. And inventories. The product you are buying and selling or manufacturing and selling, what are the things will come under raw material, WIP, finished goods. Everything will come under this classification. Okay, next, trade receivables. I made a trade, but it became receivable. Like I sold a product, it's a trade, buying and selling is a trade, but he haven't paid the money. So it became like receivables to me. So he is also known as debtor. He is my client or customer. He is not my consumer, he is my customer. Okay. Next, cash and cash in hand. I have like 10,000 rupees in my pocket, in my office desk. It is cash in hand. I have 20 lakh rupees in the bank, Hong Kong Shanghai Banking Corporation. Yeah, it's my bank account. So I am holding 20 lakhs. Okay. Then it will be bank, cash in bank. Don't ask and threaten me. I don't have single rupees in my bank. Okay, just an example. And the fifth, short-term loans and advance. If you gave the loan for long-term, it will comes under the classification of long-term. No, if it is less than 12 months, it will comes under the classification of short-term loans and advances. If it is satisfy the definitions, then state it at other current assets. Okay. Anyone have any doubts regarding the assets? Assets. Okay, I think I will go on. And one more thing, there are a few things called fictitious assets. The assets. For example, if you look on those assets, you won't see like the goodwills. Yeah, it will comes under intangible asset. But as per this few terms, like current scenario, the goodwills are not allowed to account in your books unless otherwise you are realized in. For example, I am selling my Sarvana Bhavan hotel. Just imagine, just for the name, they make you like 1,000 crores also. Yeah, if you incorporate the Sarvana Bhavan all over the Tamil Nadu, you can generate the same revenue within few days because of the name. I'm not speaking about the land, hotel, structures, utensils, tables, like furnitures, computer systems, everything which are they are holding. I'm speaking only about the name. So right now, Sarvana Bhavan can't able to write goodwill is equal to 1,000 crores. It will boost and show the fake, like it. You can't realize it right now. You haven't realized it. Like you haven't paid the cost. If I am the one who purchased the Sarvana Bhavan by paying 1,000 rupees for goodwill, then I can account it in my books of accounts as goodwill. In simple terms, it has like a little bit complicated, complex topic. I don't want to say right now. And one more thing, right now I'm incorporating my company. I incurred some preliminary expenses. Preliminary expenses means, for example, I went to a lawyer. Sir, I need to incorporate. What are the legal terms? So if they are there, I need to account it. But there is a provision came. So that's the thing. You can't able to see like the preliminary expenses in the asset side or something non-current or current assets. Okay, it will be in few books. They should be written off. So that will be like treated as an asset for a while. So that in quite opposite, those two things should be reduced from the capital, the owner's fund. Okay, there is a sum like in ratio analysis in assignment in LMS portal. So they told something like that. But to be honest, it's an historical sum, I think so. In Tamil, you can say, what's that? I don't know. Suddenly I couldn't remember. Adi Kalathu Samman சொல்லிக்கலாங்க. அவ்வளோ பழைய சம் அது, பழங்காலத்து சம். ஓகேங்களா? ஏன்னா நிறைய பேர் இங்கிலீஷ்ல கேட்கறதுனால இங்கிலீஷ்ல சொல்லினா எல்லாமே நீங்க எதுவும் தப்பா நினைச்சுக்காது. இங்கிலீஷ் தமிழ் நல்லா தான்டா பேசுற, ஏன்டா பேச மாட்டேன்னு கேட்டீங்கன்னா அதான் உண்மையான ரீசன். சேம் liabilities. ஓகே, அது பாத்தீங்கன்னா ஈக்விட்டிஸ் அண்ட் லைபிலிட்டிஸ் சொல்லுவோம். The liabilities can be classified as equities and liabilities. Those things comes under liability side. Those things comes under equity. Yeah, first one is called shareholders fund. Below that, share capital. It may have equity share capital, preference share capital. Those funds are known as owner fund. That's the thing. And reserves and surplus belongs to only to the equity shareholders, not to the preference shareholders. And money received against share warrants. Yeah, it's something like related to companies. So I don't want to make some points. And share application money pending allotment. Like for example, I made an application and received a money. I haven't allotted any shares. For example, you booked something, they haven't allotted it. They received the money, they need to allot something to you. And non-current liabilities. First one, long-term borrowings, deferred tax liabilities. Other long-term liabilities and long-term provisions. Yeah, provisions I need to explain afterwards. Just remember it for the time being. Long-term borrowings, same. More than 12 months, long-term. If less than 12 months, it comes under short-term, under current classification. And then trade payables. You made a trade, you purchased something, you haven't paid, it became liability to you. So it's trade payables. And other liabilities, if any, satisfies the current liabilities definition. And one more thing, short-term provisions. Yeah, I will explain about this. Only that concept, don't expect me to say something big. It's just a concept. I will explain. Okay, does anyone have any doubts? Like that's the time. Well, within 1 minute, it will gonna be stop.